Hey everyone, and welcome back to the English Playbook. I'm David.
And I'm Sarah. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We've got something really exciting lined up for you.
That's right. Today we're diving deep into the world of business English, specifically focusing on marketing strategies during tough economic times. Think recessions, competitive markets, and the language professionals use to navigate these challenges.
This is perfect if you're looking to level up your business vocabulary or if you just want to sound more confident in professional settings. We're going to break down a workplace dialogue, teach you some killer phrases, and by the end of this episode, you'll be talking like a marketing pro.
Exactly. And Sarah, what I love about today's lesson is that it's not just vocabulary, it's real-world application. These are phrases you'll actually hear in boardrooms and meetings.
Totally. So whether you're preparing for a job interview, working in an international company, or just want to understand business conversations better, stick around. We've got you covered.
All right, let's jump right in. First, we're going to listen to our dialogue. It's set in a coffee shop company that's dealing with a recession. The team is having a strategy meeting about how to maintain their premium brand while competitors are cutting prices.
It's a really realistic scenario. So, David, shall we play the dialogue?
Let's do it.
Wow, okay, that was intense. There was so much happening in that conversation. Did you catch everything, everyone?
I'm guessing some of those words and phrases might have been tricky. Don't worry, that's exactly why we're here. Let's break down the key vocabulary and expressions.
Perfect. So, David, let's start with the big one, recession. This word has been all over the news for years now.
Right, so a recession is basically an economic downturn. It's when people don't have as much money as they used to, businesses struggle, and there's less commerce happening overall.
Exactly. It's a noun and it describes that cycle in the economy where things slow down. You might hear people say, we're in a recession, or the recession is affecting sales.
Right, and the thing about recessions is they're temporary. They're part of economic cycles. Sometimes the economy is booming, sometimes it's in a recession. It goes up and down.
True. So next up, we heard the phrase highly discerning customers. Now, discerning is such a sophisticated word.
It really is. Discerning comes from the verb to discern, which means to notice or recognize the difference between things.
Right. So if you're a discerning customer, you can tell the difference between high quality and low quality products. You have refined taste.
Exactly. Think about wine tasters, for example. They're very discerning. They can taste subtle differences between wines that most people wouldn't notice.
Or if you're into fashion, a discerning shopper would know immediately whether a handbag is genuine leather or fake.
Good example. So discerning really means you're sharp, you're observant, and you appreciate quality.
Love it. Next word, core competencies. This is super important in business context.
Absolutely. A competency is basically something you're good at, a skill or ability, and core means central or essential.
So your core competencies are the main things you excel at. For a company, it might be their unique strengths that set them apart from competitors.
In the dialogue, they said that the quality of their coffee beans is one of their core competencies. It's what they do best.
Right. And on a personal level, you might say, one of my core competencies is public speaking, or my core competencies include data analysis and problem solving.
Great point. It's a professional way to talk about your strengths.
Okay, next we have undermine. This is a really useful verb.
Yes, to undermine means to weaken or subvert something, often in a sneaky or gradual way.
You hear this a lot in politics and business, like, he's trying to undermine my authority, or don't undermine the team's efforts.
Exactly. In the dialogue, they were worried that selling coffee beans might undermine the essence of the company, like it would weaken their brand identity.
Right. Another example, if you're a manager and someone on your team is constantly questioning your decisions in front of others, they're undermining your leadership.
Perfect example. It's all about secretly or gradually weakening something.
Okay, moving on to some phrases now. Let's talk about drawing in customers.
Good one. To draw in means to attract. When a business wants to bring more customers to their store, they want to draw them in.
So you might say the new promotion really drew in customers, or we need a strategy to draw in younger shoppers.
And think about restaurants. What draws you in? Maybe it's the smell of fresh bread, or colorful signs, or a special discount.
Exactly. Those are all ways to draw in customers.
Next phrase, state of the art. This is one of my favorites.
Mine too. It sounds so impressive. State of the art means the latest and most advanced technology or design.
Right, it's cutting edge, top of the line, the best available. In the dialogue, they mentioned using state-of-the-art equipment to brew their coffee.
So you might say this hospital has state-of-the-art medical equipment, or Apple's new phone is state-of-the-art technology.
But remember, what's state-of-the-art today might be outdated tomorrow. Technology moves fast.
So true. Okay, next, side by side. This is pretty straightforward, but super useful.
Yeah, side by side literally means next to each other, but we often use it when comparing things.
Exactly. When you compare the products side by side, ours is clearly better. You're putting them next to each other to evaluate them.
Or you might say, I looked at both apartments side by side, and I preferred the one with more natural light.
Perfect. It's all about direct comparison.
Now, here's a marketing term that's super important. Top of mind awareness.
Ooh, this is a good one. So, top of mind awareness is when a brand is the first thing people think of when they hear a product category.
Exactly. So, Sarah, what's the first brand you think of when I say soft drink?
Coca-Cola.
There you go. That's top of mind awareness. Coca-Cola has successfully positioned themselves as the go-to brand for soft drinks.
Right. Or if I say search engine, most people immediately think,
Google.
exactly. That's powerful marketing. These companies have achieved top-of-mind awareness in their categories.
And in business, that's the goal. You want consumers to think of your brand first.
Absolutely. Last phrase for this section, money is tight.
This is a really common colloquial expression. Money is tight simply means you don't have much money right now. Finances are difficult.
Right. You might say, I can't go out for dinner tonight. Money is tight this month.
Or money is tight for a lot of families during a recession.
It's a polite, casual way to talk about financial difficulties without being too direct or awkward.
Exactly. Much better than saying I'm broke. It's more tactful.
Okay, everyone. Now that we've covered all that vocabulary, let's listen to the dialogue one more time. But this time, we'll play it at a slower speed so you can really catch all those words and phrases in context.
This is a great opportunity to actively listen for the terms we just discussed. Ready?
Excellent. Now, let's move into what we call our Fluency Builder segment. This is where we take expressions you probably already know and show you how to say them more naturally, like a native speaker would.
First up, instead of saying, I will arrive soon, or he will be here soon, there's a much more natural phrase.
Right. Native speakers often say, he'll be here any minute.
Any minute suggests it's going to happen very, very soon, almost immediately.
Like, hurry up and get dressed. Our guests will be here any minute.
Or, the movie starts soon. We need to leave. The taxi will be here any minute.
It just sounds more natural and conversational than he will arrive soon.
Next fluency builder, instead of saying, I'm thinking about it, or we should think about it, try using the word consider.
Yes. Consider sounds more professional and polished. That sounds like something we should consider.
In the dialogue, the CEO said, it sounds like something we should consider, much more sophisticated than think about.
You could say, we're considering a career change, or have you considered studying abroad?
It elevates your language immediately.
Last one, instead of saying, that's a great idea, try saying, that's a brilliant idea.
Brilliant is particularly popular in British English, but Americans use it too. It means excellent, outstanding, really impressive.
Right. Brilliant adds emphasis. It shows you're really enthusiastic about the idea. Your presentation was brilliant, or what a brilliant solution to the problem.
It's such a great word to have in your vocabulary toolbox.
All right, everyone, one final listen to our dialogue at normal speed. This time, see how much more you understand after everything we've covered.
Challenge yourself to catch all the vocabulary and phrases we discussed.
So, David, that was packed with information.
It really was. And you know what? That boss in the dialogue, Clark, was pretty terrible, wasn't he?
Oh my gosh, yes. He was so discouraging to his team, shooting down their ideas, being negative.
That's the opposite of what a good manager should do. Good leaders motivate their teams, encourage creativity, and create a supportive environment.
Absolutely. I've had both kinds of bosses, and I can tell you, when you have an encouraging manager, you actually want to work harder and contribute more.
Same here. A great boss knows everyone's names, checks in on them, and values their input.
And speaking of which, we want to hear from you, our listeners. Have you had a boss like Clark or an amazing, supportive manager?
Yeah, head over to our YouTube channel, The English Playbook, and leave a comment sharing your experiences. We'd love to hear your stories.
And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode.
Also, let's do a quick top-of-mind awareness test with you. When we say these categories, what brand comes to mind first? Drop your answers in the comments. Our luxury sports car, smartphone, coffee shop. This is fun. It'll be interesting to see how marketing has influenced all of us.
Absolutely. So that's it for today's episode, everyone. Thank you so much for learning with us.
Remember, the key to mastering English business is practice and exposure. Keep listening, keep practicing, and you'll sound like a pro in no time.
Until next time, this is David.
And Sarah saying goodbye from the English Playbook.
Keep playing, keep learning.